Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Mary George Verghese. In this module, we are going to talk about the mindfulness in the workplace. So, what is mindfulness and how it is important? And that is what we are going to discuss in this module. Specifically, in this module, we will be covering three main topics. First one is applying mindfulness to professional settings, then how we can reduce our stress. So we will be talking about some of the techniques to reduce the stress. And then when you're working as a professional, it is very important that you develop the team skills or team spirits. So that is the third topic which we will be covering in this module. So first, let us look into the mindfulness. And in that, first, we will see what is a mindfulness. So mindfulness, it's a very renowned concept or terminology which we are using it these days quite frequently. So here, mindfulness, it is a way of paying attention, the wholehearted attention to the things which we are doing. So being at present, and that is what is mindfulness means. And this mindfulness, it is something which we can do in a variety of context or settings, even when you are sitting, when you are standing, when you are talking. So which means anytime you can do or you can practice mindfulness. And now, why we are talking about mindfulness, or what are the benefits of mindfulness? It is first thing, it's helping you to reduce your the stress or the emotional problems or the psychological problems that you are experiencing it. And when we know that the emotions affect our behavior, so if you have your stress levels up, then definitely your behavior will be a problem. So in a professional setup, you having a healthy behavior is very important. So the mindful practices would definitely help you in that. And the mindfulness would definitely help you to settle with your emotions, which will help you to increase your attention span, or the attention skills will be more, and it makes you more altruistic and compassionate individual. So when we look at the mindfulness and the benefits of it, there's a lot of evidence-based coping responses that you can develop if you practice that if you practice the mindfulness. And again, there are a lot of psychological theories which are helping us to understand the impact of mindfulness on individuals. So one such theory is the Broaden and Bell theory of positive emotion. So apart from that, there are many researchers which help us to understand how beneficial this mindfulness to healthy and the unhealthy individuals also. And when we are looking at mindfulness from its practical aspects, or how it is beneficial for us in our professional life, and that is what I'm going to I mean stress upon here. So first thing, it help you to become consciously present in the situations where you are. And you can practice this using short mindful exercises at work. And then the third one is be a single tasker. Then fourth one is use mindful reminders can be used. And this can also be practiced by slowing down your speed. And then another thing is the gratitude, the feel gratitude. And then you can cultivate humility and accept what you can't change it. So we will go into each of these strategies one by one. The first one is be consciously present. So mindfulness is something which is something which wherein you are completely or consciously aware about the things which you are doing it. Let's say, for example, if you are writing something, immerse completely in that task and complete it, and then you move forward. So you're focusing or you're giving your complete attention to one particular thing that you are doing it. So your full attention is getting onto that task so that you will complete it with your full efficiency, and then you're moving to another one. And then the second one is use short mindful exercises at work. So here what happens when you are using the small or a short exercises for yourself, that would be definitely helpful for you to be more mindful about things. So it is a kind of a short span, a distraction that you are creating consciously for yourself to withdraw from the task or things which you are engaged or you're working, and then coming back to it. Maybe a small alarm or a break that you are taking it for a few seconds to 1 minute. So that is all mindful exercise, or just refreshing. This is something to refresh yourself from the works that you are doing it, right? And again, another thing, being mindful at work is it's like you're you're taking one task at a time. So that is what is being a single tasker. So we are, many times you have seen that people saying that I'm good in multitasking. But if you say it, when you do 10 things at a time and you do one thing at a time, you'll find that this one thing, when you're focusing and completing it and then you're moving, that is more the efficient, and it gives you as an individual more satisfaction, a sense of completion you will be achieving if you focus on that one task at a time, so that you can finish that task quickly and with more efficiency. And that is what is possible when you're working on I mean, when you work as a single tasker. And then you can, another one strategy is use mindful reminders. So here, you are setting an autopilot mode to your brain, which would help you to remind the things in a very meaningful way. And then the next strategy is slow down to speed up. So slowing down or even stopping it for some time, or taking a break for some time, it is actually not slowing down the entire process, but it would regenerate your system so that you become more productive, you become more efficient, you become more resilient. So slowing down for a little while or taking a break for a short period is not something really bad, or it is not going to adversely affect you in a negative way. Rather, it is definitely helping you to become more efficient and productive in your work. So that kind of frequent breaks that you can, or slowing down, is inevitable for you to become more efficient. And then the other thing is the sense of gratitude. You need to be grateful about the things that you are doing it. So when we talk about the gratefulness, it's not necessary that it should be a major achievement or a big thing. No, you can be grateful about this, even the small thing, the small achievements that you have. So these kind of the attitude would definitely help you to become more grateful and resilient also. So that is one way of practicing mindfulness. And another thing, when you are when you have a sense of gratitude, that would automatically to become more humane, or that would develop the culture of in the humility. So it is very, very important for an individual to become a successful professional. You have you have an open mindedness, you have you are ready ready to listen to others concerns, you are ready to learn from others. So this would definitely help you to deal with your colleagues more efficiently and compassionately. And lastly, the mindfulness in the workplace is very much needed. One important aspect is the acceptance. Okay, so everything that you are seeing or going around may not be difficult, may not be possible for you to accept it. But there are certain things which you cannot change it. It is the way it is. You have to accept it. So it could be people or certain procedures or the system. So wherein you alone cannot bring a change. So in such situations which is beyond your capacities, you accept it as it is. So that is another way to practice the mindfulness. So these are all some of the simple strategies for you to practice mindfulness even when you are in your office or in a workplace or while traveling. And this would definitely not require a special setup or a special kind of training. This is something very simple and you can practice it in your day-to-day life. And when you're working as a professional, another important factor that we have to take care is the stress level that we have. So I'm going to talk about some of the simple techniques which would help you to reduce your stress in the workplace. So some of those stress relieving the techniques are like, the first thing is you realizing that you are stressed and understanding your stresses. So when I'm talking about the stresses, those are factors which which will build the stress in you, the pressure within you. So you need to identify those components or those situations or events which are causing this kind of pressure in you. So that is what is the track your stresses. So you can analyze yourself and you can do a journaling so that you are aware about the factors which are contributing to your stress. And then when you are stressed, it is quite natural that people develop different kinds of responses. So, and it is very important that these responses that we have towards stress are healthy ones. So it's like, as a result of stress, there are people who starts with different kind of addictions, different kinds of food habits. So it is very important that how you respond to these stresses, and it should be a healthy response rather than starting with the bench eating or addictions and all of that. You have to find your time and energy channelized in a positive way. You can do exercise, you can do traveling, you can start with the yoga or meditation or things which are healthy and that would help you to relieve your stress. And then the next important thing is you have to establish your boundaries as an individual and as a professional. It is very important that you understand your limits, your strength and your weaknesses. You can assertively say yes for an yes and no for a no. You are you the the uh, saying no or disagreeing with someone or for something is not something a weakness or not a bad thing about it. So it is in a way, it's clear that you as a professional, what are your that shows how how clear you are with your task and your profile or your responsibilities and all of that. So clearing conveying the clear boundaries that you have, what the possible and not possible from your end is very much important, and that makes you more committed and accountable towards your organization. And it is very important that you take out time to refresh yourself and recharge yourself. So working on a continuous mode is not something healthy practice. So you as an individual, you are exhausted, you are tired, tired as a result of the continuous work. So nothing great can be achieved or expected out of you. So if you're looking out and concerned about your productivity and efficiency, it is very important that you have a dedicated time to refresh and regenerate yourself. So that is what is recharging. So that recharge can be done by connecting with your friends, having family time, having personal time, and enjoying your hobbies and things like that. And the next one, it is connected to recharges. You must find time for you to meditate, relax, and then you follow certain things which will help out to ease your pressure, your tension, your anxiety, and everything. And it is also important that you having an open discussion and communication with your supervisors, wherein you are talking about the different dimensions of your work profile, wherein you can also talk about your problems, your limitations, what are your future plans, how the difficulties that you are facing, your suggestions to overcome those difficulties. So all that can be conveyed to your supervisor. And then another way to deal with your stress is getting the professional support. It is good to seek the professional support from the qualified people as and when it is required. So you can seek the help of a clinical psychologist and who would help, or a therapist who can help you out to identify your stresses if you are not able to do it by yourself. And then they can also help you out with the different the strategies and environmental modifications through which you would be able to reduce your stress and work efficiently. And the next thing what I'm going to talk about is the team building, which is an important aspect of your professional life. So enhancing the team collaboration, it is very important. We know that as human beings, as a social individuals, we can't live in isolation, be at home or at the professional setup. We are always surrounded by people. And when you are working within the team, you're going to achieve more. So but you need to have the right team and the right attitude to work within and work between the teams. So knowing your team is very important. Understand the team dynamics and what are the kind of activities that you can do it as a team, and what makes you happy, what makes the unrest within the team. You need to know about the team members. So all that is very important. And again, when you're looking for the team collaboration, it is also important that you budget it wisely. It's not only about the finance, it's connected to all the resources that is available. So when you are conducting activities or organizing activities for others, finance plays a very important role. And at the same time, the resources like the expertise of the people, the time available. So all that things you need to have a clear understanding about your team. And then the next one is about the accessibility and inclusivity. See, in a group, in a team, you have people with a different strength and weaknesses. So it is very important that you understand the dynamics of the group and the accept the group as it is, and appreciate the different abilities that are there, and make use of those abilities of the people and use it wisely for the betterment of the kind of task or responsibilities that you are serving it. And even though in the workplace the team is created for a professional reason, yet you can have fun and recreative activities. You can do it together. So you need to find a team game time or a fun time. You need to prioritize and find out some time to ease with the fellow members. And then The feedback is another important aspect of the team collaboration. See, we all have, the strength and weaknesses. All the tasks that we are doing or all the activities that we are doing, it's not an error. It's impossible to be an error-proof thing. So there is always something to learn from each and every thing that we are doing it. So you need to have a time to reflect after every activity, what things, what are the things, gone well or things went wrong, so that you need to analyze as a team, and you have to work on those. And here, remember, it is not to criticize or belittle anyone. It should be a healthy way of analyzing, so that we are going to improve and better ourselves from the current status to the to an upgraded version of ours. So that is what the reason why you need to consider and look into the kind of activities that you are doing it. And then you should have a variety of activities, the diverse activities. You can organize it, which would help the individual or beneficial to the individual at the physical, emotional, and the social level. So when you are having these different the kinds of activity, that would lead to the well rounded team members, so that would bring a kind of balance within the group members. And another one way to build the team collaboration is having a shared responsibility, and especially the leadership roles can be shared with the team members. So when you are acting as a team leader, you will be able to understand the difficulties of the person. So this would help you to get a better perspective and be more understandable and acceptable towards everyone and everything. So these are some of the important ways in which you can build the team collaboration. I hope this module is of help to you, and especially the strategies that I have shared to reduce your stress or follow the mindfulness will be of great help to you. And I have tried my level best to keep it as simple as possible, so that you can share, and you can share with others, and you can also practice that in your personal life. I hope this